Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm a triplet. Now, I had Nancy Sidley on, our other triplet. Stephanie is taking the week off, so I had Nancy on, and we just had the best conversation. We had a conversation about rumors about Harry and Meghan. What does this hibernation mean? Have you guys seen this? They're putting out the word hibernation in regards to Meghan. She's hibernating. Okay. Does that mean plastic surgery? What does that mean? But we go into our theories on that. We go into what we think is going to happen with Invictus and so many other topics that I thought you would enjoy. So, again, a huge thank you to Nancy Sidley for being here and for just having a conversation with me. Now, today is Tuesday. I'm planning to do a live chat this evening. So, if you're around, or later today, if you're around, come honk at me. I've had the best time on these live chats. I'm planning for probably 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that'd be what, 9 o'clock if you're in the UK, 1 o'clock if you're on the West Coast. So just check back. I'll post it in the comments below and I'll post it on the community tab. You'll see. But tentatively, planning for a live then. Again, Nancy's traveling with her boyfriend. Take a drink. And so I've given her an open invitation. If she's able to join, she's going to jump on as well. So hopefully we'll see her. But if not, we'll flock together. And also, if you missed yesterday's video, go back and watch. I put up 2 yesterday. I put up one with Attorney John Witherspoon going over the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp of it all, because he was in the courtroom and it's awesome. Check that out if you haven't already. But also, I put up a video about what this flock did, what we did with the website. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it. You're going to want to know. It's raising money for a good cause and it's pretty awesome. So check that out. And again, I'm Jen. Thanks for being here. Now let's get into my conversation with Nancy. Of course, Nancy is Nancy Sidley from the Sidley twins. Their channel is Twin Talk. We love them. We love their parents. Definitely make sure you're subscribed, of course. They're wonderful. They do such a good job. So without further ado, let's get into this. Now we start mid-conversation because we were kind of catching up beforehand and I cut that part out. So we just kind of jump in here. So let's jump in. Now she's traveling with her boyfriend. So she's just in a hotel and she's recording off her iPhone. So it sounds a little bit different, but it's an awesome video. Here we go.
What I think is going on with Harry right now, and is not good. And I think a lot of it has to do with obviously how the election was, what happened with the election. But I think Harry is not or going to try to get out of going to Whistler. That's my new theory.
You think so?
I think he might get out of going to Whistler. I really do.
Do you think it's because Meghan's not invited or?
No, I think he's afraid to get back into the country. I do. Because why didn't he go? Why didn't he go to the UK? I mean, you would think he would go to. Have you covered that on your show? I mean, why didn't he go to the UK?
No, sure I didn't.
People are thinking I'm crazy right now.
No, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Sorry, I'm not, and I hate messing with my phone. I'm just pulling they did such a good picture of you.
I can see Harry pulling out of it, either using the kids as an excuse, or somebody's sick, or he's sick, or he pulls the I have COVID card or something like that. Like that's my opinion, because at this point I think Harry is really, really nervous.
Yeah. I
think he's really, really nervous, and I think Meghan is at the point where she doesn't need him anymore. And if she cuts I think and I've said this on our show before, I think that the only way Meghan's show is even going to take off is if they separate from now until the show starts, because nobody's going to watch that show if they're still together. Who cares? But if they break up, people are going to want to watch the show. It's the Kardashian formula. When Tristan Thompson cheated on Khloe Kardashian, we had to wait 6 months for those episodes, and Khloe's stock like blew up. People were on her Instagram page. They were everywhere because they wanted to. When Kanye and Kim broke up, we had to wait 6 months for those episodes. It sucked. So even if you're not invested into the Meghan and Harry drama, if they separate, whatever, you're going to want to watch that show on March 4th. My dad would want to watch it just to see like little Easter eggs, like Easter eggs swearing
If
there.
there are clues or something,
Will they
yeah.
have it? Will they have them on? I think Harry also is because okay. So remember when that surfing picture came out a while ago and it was then taken down the next day? Do you remember
Yes.
that?
It
Okay.
had Archie in it, yes, uh-huh.
They want okay, so Harry and Meghan or Harry, whatever, they want sorry guys, I have no makeup on.
You look beautiful,
They
don't worry about
I know, but we slept in today. I'm like, "Bleh."
it.
Okay, so they want us to believe that this guy at a school
Mhm.
put up a random picture of Archie that happened to have his
Exactly.
face blocked
Mhm.
and didn't ask for permission to do this. No, this was an ad. And
Yeah.
and this had nothing, and I don't think it had anything to do with Harry. I don't even think that thing was probably even blocking Archie in the first shot that they probably took of it. But Meghan probably said, partially block his face. And they then did the ad for the surf school. And then either Harry saw it and said, take it down, or they had to look like they had nothing to do with it. That
Mhm.
doesn't happen in celebrity world. You do not post a picture on Instagram of somebody and their kid without getting permission first. If it's
That's
an
exactly
ad
right.
for a surf school, there's absolutely no way. So I think what Meghan was doing was she was testing the waters. And I think Harry flipped the F out. I think he flipped out on that because I'm sorry, the way that thing was perfectly covering
Yep.
his face,
Mhm.
that I mean, for anybody like for anybody to say it was it was just a coincidence
Mhm.
doesn't know how celebrity
That's right.
paparazzi or branding deals work. They don't
Mhm.
understand how branding deals work. These things go through your agent. They tell you this is what I want to see. It then goes through you. All you have to do is watch an episode of Kardashians. Kim finally admitted that she goes through every single paparazzi. She gets set back from the back grid photographers, every single one. She okays it and then sends it back to them. She admitted it.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and to think that Megan isn't calculated, that's all we've known her to be. So she absolutely knew it. She would have flipped a gasket and sued if she hadn't known it.
When Guy passed away, and he passed away in October,
Yeah.
and then she puts that out to just get sympathy or do her show. Half of the shots were her like holding Betty. These
Uh-huh.
really weird, strange shots.
Weird. Yes. And
So,
it coincides. She was trying to take attention away from Catherine's birthday, which was like 2 days later. Yeah. It was disgusting.
but to use your freaking dog,
I know. I know it makes all of us sick, but then I thought about you guys and I thought you'd have a very strong reaction. Yeah. But
I
to
didn't
use your
cover
dog and then
on purpose.
turn him around so you can't actually see the dog, so he's not the focus.
I didn't cover the story on purpose. I wasn't
Oh.
going to do that to the dog. I was like, I go, guys, you know what happened, but Stephanie and I aren't going to cover this story. There's just no way.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I didn't feel, it made me
Yeah.
mad. Fabulous people is just an honor. It's just a total honor. And, thank you. Thank you to everyone.
No, I feel the same way, but no, we instantly hit it off, and I mean, you guys, I tell the story all the time. You're the only one. Your research is impeccable. You're the only one talking about the myth carriage thing. I'll never be that. I'll bring the jokes and the sarcasm, and I'll joke. I'm not the researcher. You guys got that in spades. Like you've got that. So
I get, but I think it's a community effort because everybody on Twitter X and stuff, and then people in the chats will always say try this or do this. So I think it's a group effort. That's why I always call it when Stephanie and I always say it's your show too. It's your show too. Like it's not just ours. So I think we have the best community. I mean, because I've seen so many communities out there and they've always like crash and burn and stuff, but not, I mean, we all love each other here. We look out for each other. And I think we're really lucky.
So right. I did see that, and I was going to bring up the Sussex Squad. Now, I've all of a sudden become inundated with them. Have you, the mediocre mafia? They were quiet for a long time, and all of a sudden they're really back.
Well, it's interesting you say that. Yes, there was an influx right after the disaster tourist comment, there was an influx of bots. Now, a lot of people were saying it's because of his settlement,
Mhm.
but Meghan was very stagnant at 1.5 million on Instagram. And
Yeah.
then she jumped up in overnight, the
Yeah.
day of the settlement, she jumped 100,000.
Mhm.
That's not normal. That's not how Instagram, not how anybody's channels. That's not how YouTube works. You
Right.
don't just jump up like that.
Not
And
usually.
then I actually showed on X and on the last show I did proof that they were bots. I was like, guys,
Mm.
these are not real. And people were asking me, well, how do you know they're bots? It's like the Matrix.
Pretty
I
obvious.
feel like we're Neo from the Matrix at this
Mhm.
point. You can just tell.
Yeah.
They use young kids' photos from
Mhm.
other platforms, and they put maybe like 2, 3 pictures of those young kids,
Mhm.
and then they put something, a name, just one name, and
Yeah.
then hardly any followers.
You're
That's a
right.
bot. That's a bot,
Mhm.
you know? So,
Yeah, I totally agree, and I mean, hello, her good friend that was on the Netflix show has a bot farm. So,
yes.
it's not a stretch of the imagination to think, "Hey, they probably are using bots." You know what I just realized I haven't done yet? I'm gonna send you one. I know, Stephanie's
We have a
oh, do you? Okay.
tiara. Yeah.
I was gonna get you matching ones, so I'll get you I
Here.
can get Stephanie a purple one and your favorite color is yellow, right?
Yeah.
Or no, what's your you answer.
No,
What's your
it
favorite
is
color?
yellow. You've got a great memory. No, you
I
asked me
just
once if
remember
I had to pick. I said black, and then you said if I had to pick, and I said yellow because that was my grandma's favorite color. So yellow.
aw, but if I was gonna send you a crown, what color would you want?
Yellow's fine.
Okay. I'll see if they make yellow. We'll get matching ones and we'll do a broadcast like this.
Oh my God, yes, yes. I feel like this week something's gonna happen. I do.
Okay, talk to me about that. What do you think? Like
I
just we're
don't
just
know.
spitballing. Okay.
I feel like um I don't know. I just have a feeling they have to bear. I feel like they have to bury this settlement that he did with NGN,
Yeah.
because Hugh Grant and Harry's lawyer were like, we're now going to try to something to do with the Met Police. They want to do an investigation or whatever. That's that's not going to hold any water at
No.
all. But it's just all hot air.
Mhm.
I think NGN basically made Harry sign an NDA.
Okay. That would
Yeah.
make sense. That would
I
make
think they
sense.
made him sign an NDA. So they
Mhm.
need to bury that story now. It's not like he can make a ticker parade saying,
Right.
I won. This is not a victory for Harry
No,
whatsoever.
I don't
And
think
then
so.
Jen also, and I haven't, I don't know if this is concrete, but he
Mhm.
had to split that money with the other guy, right?
That's how I'm understanding it. Now, I had John Witherspoon, the attorney, on that was kind of explaining settlements. And while he has to disclaim that he's not involved in this, so he doesn't know the ins and outs. But in general, he was saying, yeah, the numbers you hear, that's not it because you have to, yeah, it gets divided, it gets taxed, it gets attorney's fees, it gets all the things, it gets the
Yeah.
Megan fee. So I
No,
think
no,
it's like
I can say from
fraction.
experience. I told people the story of my divorce. I'm like, you don't get the number you hear, you don't.
Mhm.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work like that. The back,
sure.
it's it's a racket for lawyers. I mean, like people were saying, the only one who wins is the lawyers. But
Yeah, true.
I think
Mm.
I think that was for both those people.
Yeah, that I'm not 100% sure on. Yeah, I'm with you though. They'll have to do something because of all the negative publicity, because they're still on the disaster fires. People are
Yeah.
still talking about that. So I'm with you. They'll have to do something. So if you had to make a prediction, show up at,
Well, okay. Here,
yeah.
have you discussed the story about her going into hermit mode yet?
No, that's on my no, but let's talk about it because I
Let's talk
just
about
saw
that.
that.
You
Yeah.
have the article in front of you because I haven't
Um,
read it. My Of all people, my boyfriend read it. Um,
oh, let's get him on and he can explain it to us.
no, he
Just
turned to
kidding.
me this morning like an idiot, and he goes, "Don't you kind of feel sorry for her?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "I just read this article about how she's going into hiding." And then I set him straight. Don't worry, I set him straight.
Okay.
But from the person who doesn't follow these things, I can see
Sure.
how reading this article could make you kind of feel sorry for someone.
Right.
But she's only going into hermit mode because she is
What
embarrassed.
what other option does she have?
Yeah. So how
Yeah.
is that helping with the fires?
No, exactly. Exactly. No.
But do you have it in front of you? I can't.
No, I can if I can get it.
No,
I
I haven't actually read it yet, but
yeah.
the hermit mode thing.
Well, I mean, let's
Really,
just theorize. So to me, when I hear that, because I've seen it, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's just a story going around that Megan's in hermit mode. Oh, hey, thanks, Trevor. Sorry, Trevor's about to go. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. I meant to acknowledge you more, but it's just been crazy. Thanks for being here. Hong Kong friend, I hope you're doing well. But I've seen the story going around, and to me, when I see that, I think this is her way of playing victim again. Poor Megan's been through the ringer, so she needs to disappear for a little bit. And to your point, she's hoping to catch that small percentage that isn't aware of her awfulness.
I think that's her only thing, her only thing now. But it's so mainstream now
Yeah.
to call her out on her bullshit.
Mhm.
It's so mainstream.
Yeah.
Like 2 3 years ago, people there were still people kind of tiptoeing around it.
Uh-huh.
Now people just say it, and they
Yeah.
use their names. We use our faces. We tell everybody, and anybody who will listen.
Yeah.
But I don't know what this hermit mode thing means, and I'm a little weary. I I I see a separation coming.
Do you? Okay. Okay.
And look, you guys can call me wrong in a couple
No,
weeks.
no, no, not at
If I
all.
had to give my crystal ball, if I had to dust off my crystal ball, I really see a separation coming.
Okay.
I
Sooner
think
than later, you think, huh?
I think because the settlement, I think Stephanie came up with a good point too, Jen. I don't know if you heard this, but Stephanie said they had to hurry up and settle because he couldn't go to the UK and do all this court stuff while she's if they separate before the show comes out. Because I think the only thing, like I said, that's going to, I know that, guys, stay with me on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the only thing that is going to propel that March 4th show, if it's still March 4th, is
Uh-huh.
a separation. They can't get separated if he's slaying dragons in the UK. So the
Oh,
only thing he could do was settle.
okay.
So do you,
So that way they could
I
stay.
know that's like the
No, no,
long
no, I get what you're saying because then they stay in the press by settling and by separating. So are you saying it would be a on paper separation, not a real one, or you think truly they're already separated and
I
they
don't
just
think that.
announced
Oh,
it?
they're separated
Yeah,
now.
I think so too.
I think they're definitely separated now. But you're gonna hear there's a separation
Okay.
because
Mm.
listen, those kids are gonna be worth something, and
Yeah.
she's not stupid. And it's hard for like you and even me who doesn't have kids to imagine somebody using their kids like that. But then you look at the Kardashians and you look at other people and you go,
Mhm.
people do it all the time. This isn't
Yeah.
that crazy. So yeah, I think she's really getting ready to monetize those kids. I do.
I think you're right. And I think I'm seeing in the chat, people are saying they think, yeah, see, people are saying they've been separated for a while. I think it's been since the time we found out about the secret apartment, allegedly, right? Remember we
Yeah.
found out about that?
I mean, I don't think they live in that house
No,
allegedly.
I don't think so either.
I
I don't think so
so
either.
that's a for rent house. There's just no way.
I don't think they
You
live
know,
there
the story just keeps getting crazier and crazier on how they bought this. There was just somebody wrote there was just some oligarch in the Montecito neighborhood that needed to sell it really fast, so he lowered the price. And thank goodness Harry and Meghan came. Come on, that beautiful house. If you're that rich, you
Yeah,
keep the house on the market and you go to your other 50 homes.
exactly.
You don't go, oh my God, I really hope that I can like slash the price of this house and some people like Harry and Meghan will come along. That doesn't happen
Yeah.
ever.
Hmm.
So
No, I'm with you. I don't know about owning the house. I definitely don't think they're there now. I don't think they've been there for a while. Just
I don't think they own I don't think they ever owned the house.
I
But
don't
that's
think.
my opinion. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. The surrogacy stories are coming out
We're
more.
seeing, yep, more of
Yeah.
that for
What's
sure.
that?
And then I pulled, let's see here. Hold on. Oh, well, I do have a ray of sunshine that I pulled. Did you see Catherine out and about in London?
I
So
did
she
getting
was
tied
out
up
walking the streets. They said she did it without 5 bodyguards. How weird, right?
and
Future
without a
queen.
hat. Without a
I
hat.
know. Oh my gosh, how weird. No, she looks gorgeous. And they were pointing out this scarf they've seen before in one of her early married to William photo, or maybe they were, yeah, I think either just living
I
together or
think
married. I
they
don't know,
just
but
got married. She's worn this 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I saw the
mhm.
same. I saw the same side by sides.
Yeah,
And yeah, she looks great. I mean, she's getting
great.
glass. She's doing in Notting Hill. She's doing her own thing, and she knows that she needs security, obviously, but she's
Sure.
not going to make a huge deal out of it like a psychopath.
Nope.
Oh, did you cover the? Speaking about security,
Uh-huh.
did you cover the barbecue story?
No, what's the barbecue story?
Oh my gosh! Remember? Okay, I have it up on my Twitter thing. It's the pinned thing.
Oh, I can pull it real quick while you
You
tell us
don't
about
have
it.
to. Okay, so when Harry and Meghan went to South by Southwest, when she did that
Uh-huh.
bullshit
Oh, I know
panel.
what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, but go ahead, please. Uh-huh.
no, so Harry and Meghan go there, and then it's Harry and Meghan decide to go to the trendy barbecue house that's owned by, and I call them lips. Listen, I know a lot of lipstick lesbians, and I love them. I've made out with a couple of them on some.
Woohoo!
I'm just saying that LA white rich lesbians come to Austin, buy up the community, force mom and pop stores out of the community. And where do Harry and Meghan go? They go to that one because
Gotcha.
Marcus knows the owners.
There you go. So
So
it's
they go and
trendy.
they get pictures, they get this, they get
There you
that.
go.
And so Stephanie and I were highlighting Sam's Barbecue, which is like one of the last black owned barbecues
Huh.
in East Austin,
Uh-huh.
the same area that Law Barbecue's in. Well, it turns out that like the owner is involved in like a $350,000 fraud scheme, insurance fraud scheme. So, but I mean, it's just like grifters are going to hang out with grifters.
That's
I'm glad it
true.
happened. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of people doing stuff like that, like coming in and thinking like they can just buy up places and
Mhm.
ruin the neighborhood, ruin the community. And there's Harry and Meghan. So why I mentioned security was when I have video of it when they pulled up to the barbecue place, the woman was standing out and Meghan gets out and they're in that big black SUV. And then there's another SUV following. They came with a 2-car convoy to East Austin,
Oh
Texas.
my gosh, to get
What is
barbecue. Yeah.
going to happen to them in East Austin, Texas?
Right. At a friend's establishment. I mean, yeah.
But you
That's
see the two, and then there's like all these security guards around him, and I'm just like, oh my god,
oh my gosh.
stupid.
It
Yeah,
is.
so you should cover that. It's a funny story, but
Yeah, I forgot. I did see that. I just forgot with the
cover
barbecue
that
thing.
for me this week while I'm
Okay, I'll work on
so
that.
I
You
can
got
watch
that.
so I can watch
That's
it.
right. You got it. Oh my goodness gracious. And then I did bring, let's see. So we got Catherine, and then we got a new picture of King Charles looking wonderful in his
Now
kilt.
this is for Burns Day. Is that what it's called? Burns Day?
I don't know.
That's what it said. It was like Happy
Gotcha.
Burns BUR. Am I right, guys? Let me know if that's
Yeah,
right.
let us know if she's right. And then yesterday was Australia Day. So
Ah,
hello. Good day, Australian geese and ganders.
he looks good. He
He
looks.
does look good. Very handsome.
I'm
Great
still
picture.
very nervous though, but he looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely
Burns night. That's what they're saying. It's Burns night. I don't know what that
Burns
means.
night.
Oh, sorry, Burns
Now what?
Day. No, somebody said Burns Day and somebody said
Okay.
Burns night. I don't know.
Now
We know what
what?
it is.
What is that, guys? Is that like a
Oh,
Scottish
they said
tradition?
Robert Burns the poet.
The
There you go.
poet. Ah,
Yes,
gotcha.
that's right. Okay, thank you
Guys.
guys for letting us know.
Thank
Burns night. Yep, for Robert. Yeah, everybody's
you.
saying Burns
Uh,
night. Okay. Oh, here you go. Burns Day in Scotland to celebrate Robbie Burns. Okay, cool.
cool, guys. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
And then Jan is bringing up such a good point. This always made me laugh too. So they went to the Kevin Costner, the infamous mic grabbing one, and they needed security for that because, at a celebrity's house, it's dangerous. It's tough, right?
I think that's really the only thing she has going for her is the fact that she shows up places with a security detail. And I think it's the only thing that makes her feel good at this point. I
I
really
think
do.
you're right. Yeah.
Because it's
I
so pathetic. It's so stupid.
She knows she'll get attention for it. So I
Yeah.
think anything that she can get attention for, she's does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. Let's see. So and then I've got, let's see, I did bring others. Oh, did you see this? I've got this video. I want to show the video. It's so freaking funny. I want to give a shout out to that one. And yeah, so they put it up on their TikTok, but I follow them on Twitter. It's that one. Here you go. So there's no sound, but you get the idea. So they took the video of Meghan running on the beach and she's running in the mental hospital.
That one and revealing with the memes lately have been on fire. They have been so on fire. I mean, revealing did one recently of this guy walking, like fast walking, and then there was another guy trying to catch up with him, and then she put fame towards the guy that was ahead, and then Meghan Markle with the guy behind. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was just like laughing so hard.
That is brilliant.
I'm like at the airport and people have no idea why I'm just like,
absolutely brilliant. I love it. But yes, Revealing the Narc always has some really good ones too.
Oh man, I wish I had that like ability to do that. I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
Well, I've watched the same clips a million times, but I just don't see the things that she notices. And I told her that. I was like, that's impressive. She's
yeah,
like,
if you guys are following Revealing, she takes like older clips, but and like notices things that I completely was like, what?
Same.
Yeah.
We've covered it a million times. I never noticed that stuff. Let's see here. And then let's see. Let me get that. Oh, here we go. So there's that one. And then Lean Mean Machine put when the dragons pay you to blank off. That was pretty good.
You know what's interesting? You know how you know how I'm like huge fans of those two Sussex squatters.
Totally.
Yeah. So they said they were gonna, so they barely touched this story. And they said they were gonna make more videos on it. They barely touched it.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Nancy has covered this before. I won't even say their names. They're just two randoms that started a podcast where they like to hear themselves talk.
They're like, they were the only, not the only, I mean,
I'm very familiar with them.
Omid Scobie, when he did his book tour of the US, he did not get anybody to, I think the only people that did it was GMA because he works for them. But he couldn't get anybody to interview him. So he got those two girls. So that's their claim to fame, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
But they're trying to move over to YouTube or whatever. It's not going to work.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
But they haven't, but because the problem is they're very, they won't touch stories like Vanity Fair. They won't touch the Hollywood Reporter. They won't touch, this story because they have no answers on why he settled.
No.
They have no answers.
No.
And it's like, But
the one, I'll keep it vague because I don't know all the details, but in general, from the way I understand it, one of the two girls got in trouble for threatening, like
she got suspended from Twitter back in the day before Elon, which that was very hard back then. But she said horrible things. Guys, Sue Smith does a video on it, and that's when I covered it. That's where I got all my clips from because Sue screenshotted every nasty thing. She said things about the kids. She's talked about
awful
bullshit about everything. And now she's trying to go legit.
Right.
I find I don't like things like that. So if it's just me, Stephanie hates it when I talk about them, but I'm like, no, man.
No, we need to.
We have to call them out because you can't say those things about the royal family, wish death on them, and then think, oh, we're just going to forget about it because
that's it.
Because you're not making money on TikTok anymore and you want to go grift off YouTube. No, not today.
No, that's it. That's exactly it.
The one, the mattress one.
Yes.
She put out that, and this is the other thing. You have to love everybody. You can't take sides when it comes to politics or anything. And she did a whole episode about how MAGA women are copying the royals. First of all, copying the royals,
What?
yeah, like Princess Catherine and all this, and Princess Diana. First of all,
Mhm.
you are not a royal correspondent. You don't like Princess Catherine. Don't even say her freaking name. And then
Mhm.
and then she goes, you know, I'm a leftist, by the way. She's already like what if people are watching this and they actually want to watch a video about fashion and you're telling them that like MAGA women are bad? That's like the
Exactly.
dumbest thing you can do. It's so stupid.
I don't believe in blanket
First-
statements like that.
it's
People can
like
be awful regardless of what side of the politics
it's
they fall on.
it's just mean. I just
Yeah,
think it's mean and it's low red. And I and I know you too. I'm like the royals. I
yeah.
just like, you know, get along
And
with
I'm
everyone.
sorry, there's worse things than to be like Catherine. I'll raise my hand and say I'm trying to be like Catherine. Like,
I was, as somebody asked me the other day, they said, "What did you think of Ivanka and Melania's hats
oh,
at church?" I go, "I hope they bring it back.
it's beautiful.
I'll
Mhm.
start going to church.
There you go.
I'll start going. Bring the
It'll
hats
catch on
back.
fire, but you'll be there.
Bring it out." I'll
Yeah,
burst into
beautiful.
flames.
Yeah. Beautiful. No, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you totally.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
no, I was thinking too, like if I found out like some they would never, but the flockers were like wishing death on like, Meghan, I would still say knock that off. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Like so for them to just be okay with it says everything I need to know because there's just lines you don't cross. I don't care if you agree with me or not, there's lines you don't cross.
exactly. And I think we've all said that. And you're so right, Jen. That's such a good point. What do you guys think? What are people's
Look
imagine Nancy
what
in Jen church? Oh my
we'd be
God.
like
That would be so bad.
Yeah,
Well,
I was thinking like
I've
Sex
gotta
in the City,
go.
remember? They went to what's that?
Oh no, just in about 5 minutes.
Oh,
He's
of
gonna
course, of
walk through
course.
that door.
Oh, good. No, 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 we're good. But remember in Sex and the City, Miranda and Carrie went to church and were like they dropped a Bible from the top pew and stuff. Like we're making yeah,
No, that was when they were spying on Big and his mom.
and his
Yeah, that's
mom.
so great. Oh
Mhm.
my god. Jen, you and Stephanie have to cover the new season of Sex in the City. Or you have to do
Just like
that.
that. I'll do an episode. I don't think I can do the whole thing
Oh,
again.
please. I miss you doing that.
Oh,
That's why I started listening to you. Oh
thank
my god, you
you.
were hilarious.
Woo, that's because I yelled dickhead into my microphone over and over because
Oh
Michael
God,
Patrick.
please do that. Please. I will. Oh God,
Fair
if you
enough.
and Stephanie do it. Because have you ever seen when we've covered it? I sit
I don't know.
Oh my God, I have to sit there because she'll watch the episode and I then have to sit there and listen to her. And half the time, I think she's making shit up
Oh,
because it doesn't make any sense. There's no way they butchered this show that much. She's like,
oh,
no, it
they
happened.
did.
That happened.
They
I'm like,
did.
oh God.
Oh, it's just awful. Well, before you go, is there what can we do? I know you said you're not promoting.
Nothing. Look
You're
out for if something crazy happens. Maybe if you this week, maybe if you do a live, invite me in, and I'd love to talk about it. And you can
you
see
bet.
the inside of another hotel room. We're leaving tomorrow for another city, and
Okay.
yeah, you want to do
Good.
that?
Happy to do that.
February 2nd, we have Link
Yes.
Larson. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Link Lauren
Lauren. Uh-huh.
on the show, and
Okay.
we're very excited about that. So
That's
that's
amazing.
pretty much the big thing that's going on in my world.
That's huge. That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
Very cool. And you're laying low this week. So we'll as soon as you get back, let us know. We'll jump right
yes.
back in. And hey, maybe this, since you're laying low this week and enjoy your downtime, everybody pick a video you have not watched for the twins and just let that play.
Watch a Sex
Seriously.
and the City one. They're funny.
Yeah, there you go. We'll go find the Sex and the City one. There you go.
We once had our mom watch an episode. She's never seen it, and we once had mom watch it because
Uh-huh.
we said Stephanie's mental health was so bad from watching it once a week that we called up our mom. We said, "Can you just watch it and then tell?" So she came with like a notepad, a paper, and she's like, "Girls, I can't say half of this stuff. I'm
Oh,
not saying these words." We were just like,
I need to go find that episode. Let's go find the
yeah,
one
but
with mom
like
on it.
guys, I appreciate you giving me some grace this week.
Oh
Stephanie
no.
finally got the wisdom teeth. We planned it this way, so
Okay.
Stephanie's going to be probably
Resting.
you'll see her on Twitter,
Yes.
typing away. But other than that, and then I'll be back if my plane doesn't crash.
Stop it.
But you'll if something crazy happens, maybe Jen will invite me back and I can do this again. So, but
It's an open invitation. I don't have to invite family. You're always welcome. So yes, yes.
well, I
Thank
love
you.
you guys. Thank you
We
so
love
much.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you. And if you will spread the word on the withlovemegan.uk and withlovemegan.net, I'll
I
send you
am.
the links.
Can you send me the link and I'll put it on my community board and I'll put it on my Twitter right now.
You absolutely. I definitely will. Thank you for
Okay.
everything. We love
Bye
you.
guys. I love you. Bye.
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 Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm so glad to have Nancy on. That's amazing. Okay, guys, what did you think? Thank you so much, Nancy, for being here, and hope for a relaxing week for Stephanie. And of course, make sure you subscribe to this. It's Twin Talk, but it's the Sidley twins. Stephanie and Nancy are wonderful. I appreciate them so much. And yeah, I will be doing a live later on, most likely around 4 p.m. Eastern time. So check back for that. And I can't wait to talk to you more. This should be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Oh, my Patreon peeps, let me give you guys a shout out. If you haven't checked out Patreon, what are you doing? That's where I have bonus episodes, deep dives. I had John Witherspoon giving extra bonus scoop from the Johnny Depp trial. It's pretty great. Thank you for that. And so much more. So I'm going to recognize the flockers and say thank you guys for your support. You mean so much to me. I appreciate it. And there's hundreds of videos over there. If that's something you're interested in, you can find it at patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but content's still there. So again, thank you guys for supporting, and thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the huge outpouring you left yesterday on the video, especially in regard to the charity stuff, the raising money. So many people have contributed. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. What a great cause. And of course, we're supporting Catherine, Princess of Wales. She's patron over that, Royal Marsden Hospital. So wonderful, wonderful stuff. Thank you to all your lovely messages you left. They mean so much to me. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I truly hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.